All right, today we are breaking down a concept from author Mel Robbins that is so simple, but honestly, life-changing. It's called the let them theory. It's literally just two words, but they are designed to free you from so much of that day-to-day stress and worry. And in this explainer, we're going to get into exactly how it works.
But first, let me ask you something. Are you just exhausted? Tired of trying to keep all the plates spinning, worrying about what your boss thinks, what your kids are doing, whether your friends are mad at you? If you are sitting there nodding right now, then you are absolutely in the right place.
So yeah, let's dive right into the core problem. We're talking about this feeling that so many of us, especially as we get into our 40s and beyond, know way too well. It's that constant draining pressure to manage everything and everyone.
It's incredible how much of our own energy we pour into things we can't control, trying to manage what other people think, what they do, how they feel. And if we're being honest with ourselves, it's a totally unwinnable battle, right? And it just leaves us feeling anxious and completely wiped out.
And this is exactly where Mel Robbins' story begins. What makes her so powerful is that she's not talking down from some ivory tower. She has been in it. At age 41, she hit rock bottom. We're talking massive debt, no job, her husband's business was failing. She felt like a total failure.
So our first big breakthrough was actually a tool she created to win the battle with herself. You've probably heard of it. It's the 5-second rule. Just by counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, she discovered she could interrupt her own self-doubt and just push herself to take action. It was all about the inner battle. Okay, but here's the thing. You can get yourself out of bed, you can master your own motivation, but that doesn't stop the world from being chaotic. It doesn't stop other people from judging you or letting you down. So the big question becomes, what do you do about everyone else?
And this is where her next big insight comes in. It's this brilliantly simple, almost ridiculously simple solution for dealing with all that outside noise. A whole philosophy that's built on just two little words.
So, the let them theory, at its heart, is really a tool for liberation. It's a method to consciously decide to stop pouring your precious energy into the one thing you can't ever control, which is other people, so you can finally get your peace of mind back. And look how real this gets with this one example from Mel. Your friends don't invite you to brunch. You feel that little sting, right? That feeling of being left out. Well, instead of spinning out, trying to figure out why, you just tell yourself, let them. It's amazing how it just stops that frantic cycle in its tracks.
And this isn't just some modern fluffy self-help trick. This idea is actually rooted in centuries of wisdom. It's pure stoicism. Focus only on what's in your control. It's radical acceptance. Stop fighting reality. This is an active, conscious choice to just drop the rope.
So, let's be super clear. Let them is not about giving up or being a doormat. Not at all. It's about letting go of a heavy burden you were never actually meant to carry. It's about finally admitting that you can't control other adults, and that trying to, well, it's just a recipe for making yourself miserable. But wait, stopping at let them is actually a huge mistake, and that brings us to the second, and honestly the most critical part of this entire theory. This is the step where you really take your life back. Mel gives a really important warning here. If you only say, let them, you risk becoming isolated, maybe a little resentful, or even a bit smug, like you're above it all. You might just end up withdrawing, and that completely misses the point.
So here it is, the complete formula. Let them is step one. That's about releasing your grip on other people. But the real game changer, the true power move, is let me. And that's where you pivot all that focus right back to the one person you can control, you.
So how do you use this in the heat of the moment? It's 3 simple steps. First, just notice that feeling, that frustration, that urge to fix or manage someone else. Second, you just say to yourself, let them, release it. And third, this is the magic part. You immediately ask, okay, so what will I let me do now?
This quote from Mel just says it all, doesn't it? Your power isn't out there trying to change them or make them include you. Your power is right here. It's in how you choose to respond.
So what does that actually look like? Well, going back to that brunch example, instead of stewing about it, let me sounds like this. Let me be proactive and plan something with other friends. Let me take responsibility for creating the social life that I want, instead of just waiting around to be invited.
And when you put these two pieces together, let them and let me, you make this fundamental shift. You stop being a reactor to whatever life throws at you, and you start being the creator of your own experience. So yeah, welcome to your let me era.
The biggest benefit of all this? You stop wasting your most precious non-renewable resources, your time and your energy. You literally reclaim them from people and situations that, frankly, probably didn't deserve them in the first place.
And with all that reclaimed energy, something amazing happens. Your focus naturally shifts. It moves away from the static and the noise of other people's drama, and it zooms in on what really matters: your goals, your dreams, and your own happiness.
So the theory itself is incredibly simple, but putting it into practice, that can change everything. You now have the tool to stop pouring your energy down the drain. So the only real question left is, what's the very first thing you're going to let yourself do?